everybody, and welcome to the Pin Collector channel. If you're already a subscriber to the channel, thank you for coming back and watching some more of the content. If you're not a subscriber yet, I would ask please hit that subscribe button. It's the #1 way you can help the channel, and clicking that like button helps to push these videos out so more people can get exposed to the content and hopefully become subscribers as well. The more the merrier. I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about Silver Dollar City because we are just 7 days out from the opening of the 2023 season for Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. And there are several opening items that have been announced that I wanted to cover before opening day actually hits. And the first of that is part of their season pass program. Now, season passes at Silver Dollar City are divided into levels. So there are silver levels, gold, and diamond level passes that you're able to purchase at different price points. So this year they announced that the gold and diamond passes would have their own entrance to the park. And they did post this on their site, showing part of what that entrance is going to be. And the internet kind of went crazy with this. They felt like this was a piece of the park that's really kind of always been there and is just a real quick walkthrough that gets you around probably about another 100 feet of walking path and right back into the same crowd that's going into Silver Dollar City as usual, and didn't feel like it was very much of a special entrance. Thing is, we don't know what all is going to be involved with this yet. They haven't really announced how it's all going to work. Yes, the neat little arch with the gold and diamond entrance on it is fantastic as far as presentation, but where does it go from there? Is there then dedicated lines to go through as far as security checks and to get your passes checked and to get on into the parks? We just don't know how that's going to work yet. So before you get too down on the way Silver Dollar City is doing this, I think we probably just need to wait and see what the entire plan is for this new entrance for their gold and diamond season pass holders. So that said, next on the list is the Silver Dollar City Frisco Line train attraction. It is my understanding that it will not be opening with the park this year. That they are working pretty hard on getting it prepared to reopen, and will be letting us know when that's going to happen. But as of right now, they don't believe that that attraction is going to open with the park. That could cause a little bit more crowding in some areas because it doesn't take those folks away from the walking paths and onto the train for a half an hour at a time. Plus then the wait line and the queue for the train, pulling more people off of the pass. So it does cause a little bit more congestion, but hopefully they will have that back up and running soon. It's my understanding they've been working very hard on it during the months that they've been closed. If you're not aware, the Silver Dollar line did have a derailment the first time since the park opened. There were some injuries of some folks on there, and my thoughts go out to them. Obviously, there were no deaths, and the injuries were bad enough that a few of them did have to go to the hospital. But that has all been investigated, and they are working on getting the train back up and running again. So hopefully we will hear something on that shortly. Excuse me. Next on my list, I wanted to talk a little bit about fried Fancies. Now, there was a fire at Silver Dollar City that took out 3 buildings for them, which was their pork rind shop, Flossie's Fried Fancies, which had corn dogs and chicken strips and funnel cakes and different fried fancies. And then also the furniture store and workshop, which the workshop was actually a dated 1800s, early 1900s woodworking shop with all of the equipment that would have been available during that time period. There was a fire that destroyed those 3 buildings. They have been recollecting items when they can find them to replace the equipment in the wood shop. But we did get a notification that Fried Fancies would be opening back up with the park this year. So hopefully they'll have their blooming onions, and we'll be able to get over there and get some funnel cakes and different things from Fried Fancies again this year. So that's kind of good news. And there's a picture of the building in progress that you can kind of see how they're working on that and getting that all ready to go. Then, of course, the big story of the year is Fire in the Hole. This is going to be the farewell year for Fire in the Hole, the original Fire in the Hole, which was built in 1972 and is now 51 years old. And there's been a lot of controversy back and forth with Fire in the Hole, with people thinking that they don't need to be closing this attraction and wanting to fight to keep the attraction over. But to be honest, Fire in the Hole was built in-house by Silver Dollar City, by Silver Dollar City employees, as a first of its kind indoor attraction. And it's dating. The building is starting to be to where it's harder to keep up. The building itself needs to be replaced. The ride, when it does have problems, 51 years ago, they just don't make parts for that. And it's something that they would have to manufacture and figure out how to do themselves. So although it's still functioning correctly now, their foresight in seeing that it's not too many more years down the line that this attraction wouldn't maybe even be safe, that they want to go ahead and get rid of it now, versus waiting for something to happen to where they're forced to get rid of it, which is really smart on Silver Dollar City's part. They do have a brand new show building over in Fireman's Landing, that section of the park, and of course all of the rumors are is that's going to be Fire in the Hole 2.0. They have had track come in. I've heard that RMC Coasters is building the ride systems inside. Again, I don't have that positive. That's just a rumor that I've heard. And it makes sense that they would do kind of a Fire in the Hole 2.0 because it's in Fireman's Landing, which fits perfectly for the theming. And their Fire in the Hole attraction is an iconic attraction for them. So even though they have not announced that, and nobody knows for sure, even Silver Dollar City, if you ask them directly, you'll say, hey, what about that new big show building you have out there by Highway 76? And they're like, what show building? So they're being really cagey about it as well, and trying not to let anything out of the bag until they're ready for a big announcement. So that is something we can look forward to as well. But as we have our last season and our last two Raws with Fire in the Hole, lots of things happening that is going to connect to that. They do have a scavenger hunt that they're going to have for Red Flanders pants. If you've ever ridden Fire in the Hole, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've not ridden Fire in the Hole, you'll know as soon as you do this year. So scavenger hunt for Red Flanders pants is one of the items on the thing, and then merchandise. Already a couple of t-shirt designs. Again, I'll put pictures up here so you can kind of see what is going to be out there. Ball caps, different things, with Fire in the Hole. And also their refillable mugs this year are going to commemorate Fire in the Hole. And I'll put pictures up as well. And they have something different on several different sides of that to commemorate the closing of that iconic ride this year. What they're going to do with that land afterwards, again, we don't really have any information on yet. They would and could be able to expand that property back behind Fire in the Hole and create more areas for dining or another attraction or whatever. However, we don't have any information on that yet, so I don't want to put anything out there to make you think something's coming when nothing's really been announced yet. I'm sure Silver Dollar City knows exactly what their plans are. As a matter of fact, they said to watch for a lot of things happening in the next 10 years. So over the next decade, I think we're going to see Silver Dollar City really pull out all the stops as far as trying to revamp a lot of things. And the last thing is, and it was something that was said might be a fantastic idea for them, that is coming true. Their plaza, which they use for their pumpkin nights, for their big dance party and some food vendors and things that they have, that is just off of down the hill by the Grand Exposition area. They're going to, for their spring break, I think it's the March the 11th through the 24th, are going to have 6 food trucks offering different varieties of things that will be there every day that they're open during spring break. So that will be something different and something fun. And these are not Silver Dollar City food trucks. These are food trucks from the communities, and coming in and setting up and being able to offer something a little bit different as far as foods in the parks for that period of time. So I think it'll go really, really well for them, and I think we'll see them back again at another time. But for right now, of course, we're going to be thankful that they're going to be there during the spring break days for Silver Dollar City. And last, of course, for me anyway, being a pin collector, I really am hoping that they come up with a Fire in the Hole Last Ride commemorative pin that can be purchased and added to pin collectors' personal collections, because I think that that's something that not only would sell well for them, but could be an affordable souvenir for somebody to pick up to remember Fire in the Hole by. My Silver Dollar City pin collection is fairly extensive because, of course, they did have pin collecting and pin trading for a few years, and I was able to get a lot of unique pins that way. My Rube Dugan's Diving Bell pin has a little bubble in it that has, I think, sand from the ride that is in there. So maybe they can figure out a way to even have some kind of little memento of the attraction of Fire in the Hole on the pin in some form or another. So that would kind of be a fun thing. It'd be fun maybe if they had a little patch of Red Flanders pants, maybe even. But anyway, hopefully they'll put out a pin. I have not seen one yet. Don't know of one being out there, but it's something that would be not only good for Silver Dollar City, but great for people wanting a little bit of a memory from the Fire in the Hole attraction. Guys, if you have any comments at all, I know a lot of you are Silver Dollar City season pass holders. A lot of you just like Silver Dollar City. It's one of the best parks in the country. You can leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say, and maybe we can strike up a conversation between us. I'm very excited to see how they're going to continue to improve this park over the next few years, with the student housing being built for their summertime employment, with the parking lots being reworked and refactioned. You can already see that they're starting to think broader as far as what they need to do for this park, not only to continue to operate, but also to come into kind of the modern age to where the crowds and the things aren't so hard to manage for them as they have been at some of their peak times during the year. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. A week from today, Silver Dollar City Spring Break Days opens up March the 11th. I think they're going to be open like from 9:30 to 7, so they're offering some pretty long days. If you're planning on next weekend, here in this part of the country, it's going to be a little bit chilly by the weather forecast right now. Looks like the high in the 40s. Some of the rides may or may not be operating, so make sure and check on that and which rides are must-dos for you. And plan accordingly for your clothing and so forth, because it is going to be just a little bit chilly, but warmer days are coming. Hope you guys have a great night. Again, if you're not already a subscriber, I would love to have you as a new friend. Have a great night, guys, and I will talk to you soon.